we're going to look at some seated forward folds. Seated forward folds are really, really beneficial poses to do. However, you really need to pay attention to your alignment, as there is untold opportunities to hurt your back. The first thing we need to do is to sit up really tall. And as you can see, Philip is sitting nicely here in what's called Dandasana, or staff pose. Legs are outstretched, and she's sitting up, really lifting herself up out of her hips. Shoulders are back and the elbows are pointing behind her. Okay. Before we go anywhere, we really have to talk about alignment in these seated forward folds. Just come forward, Philip. That's what we don't want to do. See the curve in her back and the way her chest is going back. This is not doing good things to your back. Just stop, because you're sitting like this and you're curving forward, and that's the shape that you're making with your spine. There's lots of things that are wrong with doing this. The vertebrae sit on top of each other like so, and when you fold forward like that, you're opening up the posterior aspect of your vertebral column. And if there's any weakness at all in any of your vertebral discs, this is when they could crack and you get what's called a ruptured disc. You really don't want that happening. That's really, really painful. So we want to keep the spine moving like this. We want the vertebrae moving in alignment and in accordance with each other. Another problem with coming forward like that is that you're putting a lot of pressure onto the anterior or the front face of your vertebrae. And if you've got any kind of propensity towards thinning bones, there's a condition called osteopenia, and it can happen quite early in life, and you don't know about it unless you've had a bone scan done recently. This is what you get called, wedge fractures in the front of the spine. And we've all seen old people who walk around and they're this shape. And that's what's happened, is they've had a series of wedge fractures down the anterior face of the spine, and the spine is collapsing on each other. There's no cure for it, and it's incredibly painful from what I've heard. So to avoid this, we want to be sitting up really tall, and we want to hinge forward, not fold forward. So if you can come forward leading with the chest, that's it. You can bring your hands forward further now. Keep that breastbone lifted and the shoulders coming back. Chin up, that's it. And then come forward a little more. Now that might be as far as you come, and that might be your pose, okay? Otherwise, we can use another one of these wonderful yoga props called the strap, and we wrap it around our feet and take hold of the strap. Nice straight arms. Nice straight arms, and we use it to guide ourselves forward. Just draw the chin, that's it, drawing the chin in a little bit, keeping the back of the neck nice and aligned. If you're sticking the chin out, you're putting an unnatural curve into the back of the neck. So come on up. Now another thing we can do to help ourselves here is to sit up on a bolster. Just that little bit of height allows for the pelvis to tip forward a little bit. And Philippa might be able to get a bit more space. Sitting up nice and tall and folding forward. Yeah, and look how much more room Philippa's got to come forward now. The only thing we need to be careful of if we're sitting on some height is those of us who have a propensity for hyperextension in the knees, that we can get what I call banana knees, and the knees are dropping back. So yeah, that little bit of a bend in the knees can also help. You can come forward a whole lot better now. Keeping the shoulders back, chest lifted through. There we go. Well done.